Coming up on the Met Report, a highly debated topic stirred up conversation about immigration and child separation.
And MSU Denver holds a gala for bullying prevention. Find out more up next.
We know how it ended, now we'll see how it all began. We'll take a look at this anticipated blockbuster.
And for sports, we swing into the World Series. The Met Report starts now.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Met Report. I'm Alina Howder.
And I'm Hunter Oswald.
MSU Denver's Center for Equity and Student Achievement is holding seminars to help faculty and staff identify and overcome microaggressions in the classroom.
MSU Denver's student population is one of the most diverse in the state. This diversity doesn't exclusively consist of race, but also factors in students that can be identified as non-traditional. This includes age, gender, sexual orientation, immigration status, and a student's family's education. This diversity strengthens the university's community, but can also lead to miscommunication and accidental disrespect in day-to-day interactions. To combat this, MSU's Center for Equity and Student Achievement, or CESA, holds microaggression seminars open to faculty and staff.
These seminars really came out of a lot of conversations that we had with students and different members of the MSU Denver community, that these really oftentimes daily, very subtle things were being said or felt, whether that was like something that was verbal, something that was environmental, and so really wanting to start to address this idea of microaggressions.
A microaggression can be categorized as any instance of indirect, subtle, or unintentional discrimination against members of a marginalized group. This most commonly includes comments or remarks that are unintentionally offensive.
The most surprising things for a lot of folks, surprising for me, is that microaggressions happen all the time. And because they stem from our unconscious bias, we might not even know that they're happening until we are really actually attuned to our participation in them.
CESA seminars hope to teach faculty how to avoid and handle these situations.
It's really tied to this idea that we care so much about at MSU Denver, which is sense of belonging. And we think of sense of belonging in many, many, many ways, but it sounds exactly like what it is. Do our students feel that they belong on this campus? Do they feel welcomed? Do they feel cared for?
For more information on these seminars, or anything else that the Center for Equity and Student Achievement has to offer, you can visit their page on the MSU Denver's website. With the Met Report, I'm Hunter Oswald. In the last couple of years, child separation through immigration in the United States has been a hot topic. MSU Denver brought the discussion to campus on Tuesday in an attempt to educate and engage the student body. One of our own, Shugar Ismaili, has firsthand experience on the sacrifices some families make coming to America.
It's very hard to fit in this society because you're trying to live an American life where it's called, the land of free and you can come and everything, but it's like, it comes with a headache, it comes with sadness.
This past Saturday, I went to St. Cajetan's where the universities MSU Denver and UCD, along with community business, host DEW's upcoming Me Gala for bullying awareness in order to get a better understanding of this event. It was DEW's first semi-formal event that focused heavily on bully awareness, which is one of the many topics that they focus on with families. Overcome Me Gala is focusing on bully awareness that helps people in the community to expose their stories in art form, poetry, and in testimonies. This event is also a fundraiser to help DEW provide counseling and other support services to school-aged children and families that have experienced bullying, depression, and/or suicide.
The main one that is putting it all together is DEW Consulting and Care Management, and we're super excited to have it, and it's a bully awareness gala. So it's all talking about how people they've overcome any bully in their life or just awareness.
Over the last 20 years, I've seen an impact and an increase in bullying in school-age children. So I decided with my nonprofit that we could at least do the best that we can to bring more awareness to bullying, depression, and suicide in our school-age children.
I talked with one of the artists at the gala and asked her what her pieces were about.
Being an artist is kind of something I've always been really into. It's either been like art or science is my future. I've known since I was little, and I finally realized I can combine both, because the field I'm going to go into is osteology, which is all bones. So I've decided to like start using bones with my art because they're really fun to work with.
It was university's collaboration with UCD's Black Student Services and MSU Denver's African Studies Department, along with community business collaborators named FM Movers Denver, Me and My Dad, Inc., International Nightlife, are all the supporters that made this event happen. This is Dominique McNeil reporting.
It may be fall, but it sure doesn't feel like it, especially on the roads. As a commuting road runner myself, I found all the best tips to prepare for driving in the winter, because let's face it, winter is coming. Driving to and from campus is hard enough with traffic, but with wind, rain, and snow, sometimes it feels impossible.
So normally in the winter seasons, we see the roads start to become a little more icy, slushy, and snow-packed, which can create some hazardous conditions if motorists aren't prepared.
So what can we expect in Denver?
Check your windshield wipers, make sure that they work. Check your car to make sure you have a scraper. You can get those free a lot of places, or go buy a decent one from a auto parts store, something that has a brush and you can clean off your car with. Make sure you have plenty of windshield washing fluid. Make sure that your defroster works. And here's the one that students don't always like to hear, because it's expensive, but you need to check your tires.
And checking your tires is critical, as the traction law requires all motorists to have at least an eighth of tread on their tires.
When it comes to driving in the snow, Colorado is only the 34th safest state in the country. Which means, road runners, that getting your wiper fluid, your tires, and your lights checked is a must.
And if you struggle with driving in the winter, there are options.
You all pay for a RTD pass, so use it occasionally. Ride the train in from your neighborhoods on those days so you don't have to worry about parking.
But if that's not for you, just remember.
And for me, just coming up from Colorado Springs, I have to be cognizant of the freeway traffic, so just leaving early is the best remedy to avoid anything major.
Going to school is cool, but risking your safety on the road is not worth rushing in the winter. Alina Howder with the Met Report.
Just because it's fall doesn't mean the weather doesn't make it hazardous for driving.
I wonder what the weather's going to be like for driving this week.
Well, Alina, the weather this weekend is going to be absolutely amazing. I'll take you to the wall and we'll go take a look at it real fast.
Sure.
So the weather this weekend is absolutely gorgeous, and there's nothing across the state. There's a few high clouds, but nothing in the way of rain or snow showers. As we look at current conditions, 62 feels like 62, and the wind is calm right now. There's almost no breeze. Today, your high temperature is 69 degrees, mostly sunny, which will be a nice change from what we've seen. We've had a bunch of clouds earlier, with winds out of the northwest at 10 miles per hour. As we take you through your day planner, 67 as you're thinking about heading home for the day, and 54 at the dinner time hour. Now tonight, your low, 44, clear, winds of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. So if you're gonna head out and be out late, you might wanna grab a jacket. It'll be a little bit chilly. When we come back, yes, there is rain and snow in the forecast. We'll tell you when and where in our extended outlook, and of course, we'll show you the photo of the week. So stay tuned for that.
Have you ever been to an orchestral concert where the instrumentalists play in response to a video game? Last week, the MSU Denver Music Department put on just that.
Last Thursday, the music department hosted composer Austin Wintory and the Fifth House Ensemble for a live video game concert. Journey, the first Grammy-nominated video game, was displayed on screen above the orchestra, played by students on stage. As players progressed throughout the game, the orchestra would react by playing the game's unique music score. We caught up to one of the players to find out what the experience was like from the other side.
It was crazy. I didn't really see the audience, to be quite honest with you. I was focused in the game. Like, I didn't feel nervous. I felt at home. The music was really moving me. I got to do a cool camera shot as I was writing one of the little mammal paper things.
With no intermission, the game concert lasted only around 2 hours and ended with a brief Q&A with both the conductor and the instrumentalist. The music department would like to remind everyone as well that similar events are free for students with a show of a school ID. This is Darrell Lyson with the Met Report. signing off.
Check out this truly haunting attraction just north of Denver that will make you jump out of your skin.
Are you too tired to learn how to fix your own bike? Outdoor Pursuits and the Auraria Sustainability Club hosted a bike workshop on campus.
Oh, no! Don't step on a crack or you'll break your mother's back. We'll take a look at some of these athletes' superstitions.
Biker Jim's brother.
This past Wednesday, Outdoor Pursuits and the Auraria Campus Sustainability Program hosted a bicycle maintenance workshop.
We are the Auraria Sustainable Campus Program. We're here today because we're highlighting October, focusing on alternative transportation this month. Our event this month focuses on specifically bikes and giving people better access to bikes on campus. So we're here today with a couple folks that are helping us out. We have the Auraria Police Department telling people how to lock their bikes properly. We have Outdoor Pursuits from MSU doing free bike maintenance. And then we have Bikes Together, which is a nonprofit bike shop that offers an Earn a Bike program. So purpose of being here is to kind of connect people with bikes, bike safety, bike education. Okay, so when we're talking about alternative transportation, we're talking about not driving alone.
Fall is in full effect, and Denver is filled with things to do to celebrate. The Dairy Block in Lodo held the Fall Flannel Festival on Sunday. The family-friendly event included safe trick-or-treating, a pumpkin patch, live music, and exhibited paintings and chalk art from various local artists. The event also showcased local restaurants and bars from all around the district. Guests were encouraged to wear their best fall fashion or Halloween costume. If you missed this festival, never fear. Denver's Botanical Gardens will be holding a fall celebration tonight at 5:30.
Coming up with a costume for Halloween is oftentimes hard, but for this young film school student, it comes rather easily. Jade Brown Johnson is one of the youngest success stories in the makeup world. Jade is a special effects makeup artist from Parker, Colorado, who specializes in gore, beauty, and so much more. Now an Ulta Beauty employee, soon to be attending a film school in Montreal, Canada, Jade's passion inspires others to strive for their goals, fulfill their creative potential, and always follow their dreams, wherever they go.
I mean, my favorite looks of all are probably fantasy, like doing the designs on the face, and I really love doing nymphs, like wood nymphs with the branches and everything in their hair. And then currently, since it's Halloween time, I am absolutely obsessed with doing all my gore looks. I've done the ripped smile on a friend of mine.
The United States is beginning to penalize Saudi Arabia for the disappearance and death of a high-profile Saudi journalist. On October 2nd, Jamal Khashoggi, a prominent Saudi journalist, disappeared after entering the Saudi Arabian consulate. After initial denials from Saudi Arabia, Turkey reported the journalist was tortured and killed, citing video and audio evidence. However, official statements say his death was an accident during an interrogation. CIA Director Gina Haspel made a secret trip to Turkey on Monday in order to listen to the evidence. The Trump administration has revoked the visas of
Grab
the
the
individuals
family and get out of
responsible, but not Saudi Arabia as a country. October is haunted house season, and we set out our very own Tristan Swan to take an up-close look at a haunted house attraction on Anderson Farms in Erie, Colorado.
Grab the family and get out of the city for some good old-fashioned fall fun here at Anderson Farms and witness one of the most haunted attractions in Colorado, Terror in the Corn. Anderson Farms is fun for all ages during the day, with the corn maze and the mini paintball gallery. It's great for kids. But at night, that little paintball hunt goes from a 0 on the scare scale to a 10.
We have a paintball hunt, paintball zombie hunt, where you get onto a trailer and you get taken out into one of the cornfields in the back, and we have zombies out there. You know, some of them are real live dead zombies, a few of them are mechanical, and you have some other targets to shoot at, so you get to shoot at all those. Terror in the Corn's been around since about 1997.
It's not too horrifying by day, but at night, it's set to make anyone of any age scream. This is Tristan Swan for the Met Report.
Welcome back to the weather on the Met Report. I'm student meteorologist Brendan Menchef. As we take a look around the Pacific Northwest, you'll notice a long line of showers and storms up over the Oregon, Idaho area. But as we progress through the next 4 to 8 hours, it's just going to be totally annihilated by this high pressure system that's sitting here. We won't even have any clouds in the area. I mean, this is Sunday afternoon. It's going to be absolutely beautiful outside. So as we take you around the neighborhood, 60 degrees in Denver, 63 in Littleton, 57 in Centennial. These next couple of days are just going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood for most people. 59 in the city Saturday morning, 59 in Thornton, 62 in Golden. Saturday night, 62, 61 in the city. We're going to be fairly even with our temperatures, not too much variance, 66 on Sunday around the lunchtime hour. Our high for tomorrow is going to be 76 degrees, sunny, winds out of the west-northwest at 15 miles per hour, so a bit warmer than we've had previously. Your Scarecast, Halloween, is on Wednesday, so if you're taking the kiddos out a little bit early, going to get them to bed on time for school the next day, 43 degrees at 6 p.m. Your 7-day forecast, as we previously mentioned, 76 on Saturday, but we are watching for a chance of rain and snow showers Wednesday and Thursday. You might need a jacket, maybe even umbrella for your Halloween trick-or-treating. Now, we want to remind you, not this Sunday, but next Sunday on the 4th, it is daylight saving time, so we're going to set our clocks back. You'll get your extra hour of sleep that you lost last time around. Now, our photo of the week, as always, is brought to you by Nathaniel Ortega because, as we all know, he is the only person in the city with a camera. Now, if you have any photos at all, doesn't have to be weather related, show us your Halloween costume. What did you dress up as? Send it to us on the Met Report's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page. Stay tuned. eMet is next.
What is Met TV? It's the Met Report for all your latest news. Noticiero TV Met, news in Spanish. Both on Denver Channel 58 and mymetmedia.com. Tune in for the latest in sports, aging entertainment, and more. Also check out The Nightly Met, a Tonight Show. El Templo Futbolero for all your soccer news. Student Corner. Daytime Duo, a fun daytime talk show. MSU Denver Laughs for some fun improv. And Otra Onda, entertainment in Spanish. All this and more only on Met TV.
At Metropolitan State University of Denver, our mission is to provide high-quality, accessible education that prepares our students for successful careers, postgraduate education, and lifelong learning in a global and technological society. Our values of diversity, access, and community help us provide opportunities for our students from all over the globe. In fact, we've just been named a diversity champion by Insight into Diversity magazine for 2016. Because at MSU Denver, we believe in transforming lives.
What's up? My name is Daniel Bradley, and in this week's EMET segment, I'll be bringing you all the latest and greatest entertainment news. Let's just get right into it. Looks like Sirens sounded a little early this year. The movie The First Purge played in the Tivoli Turn Hall yesterday, October 26. Let's check it out. Student Activities hosted a movie night which showcased The First Purge. This movie is about a night where all crime is illegal and everything goes, even murder. This event was designed for students from all over campus to not only get into the Halloween spirit, but to enjoy a movie with their peers. Students were offered popcorn, pizza, candy, and so much more. Big fan of the online internet culture? 2018 Streamy Awards took place last Monday. The 8th annual event was held to celebrate all things internet culture. The Streamy Awards returned to YouTube after having been streamed on Twitter the year previous. The streamings were hosted by a content creator team, the Try Guys, who actually took home the Show of the Year award. Vlogger David Dobrik claimed 6 nominations, while Liza Koshy took home the Acting and Comedy Award. Shane Dawson stole the show while ironically being absent from the award show. Dawson won 3 awards on Monday, including the coveted Creator of the Year award. Know any of the winners? Did your favorite internet presence win? Hogwarts on campus. What's better than being fully immersed into the entire fictional land of Harry Potter? We sent reporter Tristan Swan out to experience the magic.
Calling all Harry Potter fans, we're here in the Tivoli Turn Hall where we get immersed in the Harry Potter world. Students from different wizarding schools dived into the magical world of Harry Potter in this social event.
Big Harry Potter fan, you know, it seems like a lot of fun.
To add on to all the fun, students can dress up and take pictures, as well as eat famous treats from the wizarding world. On top of all that, students were able to get tattoos.
Do an event where it's just Harry Potter themed. We have chocolate frogs, we have a movie showing, we have pumpkin painting over here, you know.
Adding on to all the Harry Potter goodies, Halloween pumpkin decorating is also included in this event.
Come in, they pick whatever pumpkin they like, they paint it, they get together, and it's just an interactive piece.
This is Tristan Swan from the Met Report.
Stand on the edge of the train station platform. Drive around the boom, gets at a level crossing. Run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not rhyme, but they're quite possibly the dumbest ways to die.
There's a million dumb ways to die. Don't let it be around buses and trains. Be safe around buses and trains. A message from RTD.
So many dumb ways to die.
Check out EMET, where you can get the latest news on what's there to do in Denver, what the celebrities are doing, and the great must-sees. Check out EMET on the Met Report.
What's up, everyone? I'm Tony Almanza, bringing you the latest in pro sports and in MSU Denver sports. Let's start off with some baseball first. The Red Sox and the Los Angeles Dodgers will be in action tonight for Game 3 of the World Series. The Red Sox hold a 2-0 lead overall against the Dodgers and don't seem to slow down anytime soon. But the series now shifts to Los Angeles as the Dodgers hope to get some of that LA love from their fans and avoid going down in the series 3-0. The Dodgers look to win their first World Series since 1988, while the Red Sox seek to win their fourth since 2004. Bogarts. Game 4 will be played on Saturday, and if necessary, Game 5 will be played on Sunday. Now let's talk Roadrunner sports. The volleyball team was in action last weekend as they split their last 2 games in the Auraria Event Center. On Friday, they were defeated by Cardinal Mines 3-1, but they turned it around fast as they took down UCCS on Saturday with the score 3-1. On Tuesday, the Roadrunners were defeated by Regis University in the first 3 sets. They now sit at 15-8 overall with their next game on Saturday against RMAC rivals Black Hills State. Now let's kick it with some soccer. The women's soccer team is on a slump right now as they dropped their last 2 games in the RAC. They played Cardinal Mines tough, but it was not enough as they fell short 2-1 on their next game. They scored off against 17th ranked UC Colorado Springs. The Roadrunners couldn't get anything going on offense and were defeated by the final score of 3-0. With Halloween creeping around the corner, I asked some Roadrunners what gets them on the spooky spirit.
Superstition is like, if we lose in our blue shoes, we'll wear our red shoes the next day. Or if we win in our blue shoes, we might wear our blue shoes the whole weekend. So,
but like as a team, we can't split the pole. So like if we're walking and there's like 3 poles or whatever, we all have to go through the same one, and if not, then we all have to go back.
Team, I've gained to develop some superstitions like splitting the pole, or last year the team all braided their hair and then they lost, so that they couldn't braid their hair anymore. So I feel like I'm going to continue to gain more superstitions as time goes on.
Yeah, so what I do is I play Phase 10. It's a card game with the team. And then I go to Starbucks and I get a refresher. And then after that I take a nap and then I play.
I always have to eat a Snickers bar usually and take a nap.
I would just like from before I would eat first, and then I would just kind of like listen to music and like either lay down or take a nap.